Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
On 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it. All right, real quick, before we get to the 10-minute drill, I forgot the drill poll question of the day, presented by Lockett Law, DUI, and Criminal Defense. Call our buddy Lee Lockett, 858-9818, with any questions. What'd you like about last night's game? The Jones sack, Minshew's play. I didn't watch, or Borden McBride, the young receivers. So it was very early on, but Minshew's play and didn't watch are the leaders. So,
yeah, I would go with when the clocks went 0-0-0.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that part.
Yeah.
Then it was,
understood.
Then I didn't have to watch anymore.
We got other sports concepts and rationalizations. We'll get back to the Jaguars here in about 10 minutes. But lots of things going on, including other NFL games. Kyler Murray trending down, not so good last night.
I put the mush on him yesterday, wondering could he be this year's Baker Mayfield, and maybe he can.
It's very early.
I mean, you're going to have some setbacks, and you know, if nothing else, it's not going to be just some seamless all-day party for Kyler Murray. He got to experience a little bit of growing pains last night. Dwayne Haskins bounced back a little bit, at least made a good play.
You know,
he reminds me of so much of Leftwich.
Yeah.
Real similar build. And,
right.
You know, not real agile.
Kind of ambles.
But got a little bit of a
you know, we saw the good and the bad with quarterbacks. You always say, well, what quarterbacks have gotten hurt? Well, two for the Eagles, Sudfeld and now Kessler.
Yeah.
On the flip side, though, if you just read the accounts of the games, Sam Darnold played behind a makeshift offensive line and led the Jets on a touchdown. Matt Ryan got sacked 3 times. So
it's football.
Yeah,
it's football. So, you get
Kyler Murray slid in the end zone. The problem was it was his own end zone, and that was a safety.
Yeah.
So anyway, and Ryan Finley is doing pretty good up there in Cincinnati. So he's making a push, which is not good news for, I think Driscoll is the backup up there, if I'm not mistaken.
He is, yeah.
So some things happening around the league. Again, week 2, don't read too much into it.
We get to at least next week, and after this, it will make, they've just like whet our appetite so much, it will make watching a quarter and a half of the starters actually entertaining because we haven't seen them a bit. I'm assuming they all play next Thursday, right? He wants to get him to a game. So, I mean, from Jalen to Fournette.
I don't know if Leonard – I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Listen, I would not – he's all in on this deal. So, if Jawan Taylor and Cam Robinson and Andrew Norwell aren't, ready to go – do you play Foles?
Well, you just said that.
I know.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
okay.
I need my guy to play some. All
right, but the
guy hasn't played a football game since New Orleans.
I understand, but at this point, what am I going to gain by sending him out there for 2 series? Is he going to play, or is he going to just go out there and get 10 snaps?
I don't. That's a fair question. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've run NFL teams and I know. I
like to run an NFL team.
From a competitive, it's like, well, what's the advantage of playing a practice round if you're a golfer? You're a good golfer. You played the golf course before. You know every hole. Why do they play a practice round?
What would you give up for Trent Williams?
My left toe. No, he'd be awful. The problem with giving up something for Trent Williams is you're going to have to pay him.
Yeah.
And these guys can't pay their own guys. We're going to go
they can.
If you go pay Trent Williams,
you can pay anybody you want.
Good luck getting Unique Ngakoue to not go hold out again.
Well, I mean, look, the Ngakoue ship has sailed, so it is what it is.
I would. Yeah, well,
I'm asking the question. What would you give up?
I'd give up a 3rd round pick.
Yeah,
yeah.
Would you give up a 2nd rounder?
If I'm locking Trent Williams up for years, sure, I'd give up a 2nd rounder also. Yeah, but I have to know that I'm keeping him.
Well, sure.
And look, I get nervous with these guys who decide I'm not playing. Like a lot of times, like, hey, that guy is the same guy when he goes to his next place or something like that follows him. But I would look. He's a heck of a talent at a position. I can't see the Jags doing it though. I mean, they got Robinson and Taylor. They got their young guys. I mean, they've invested 2nd round picks in the position the last 2 years. So.
Okay, but Trent Williams is night and day better than both those guys.
Well,
and you want to win now. I'm just asking.
You and I think that. I don't know if the team that drafts those 2 guys high 2nd round is willing to admit that yet. They might be today.
Well, yeah, they might be better eventually.
Play those guys?
No, listen. Have we watched these guys? They're all hurt.
No, I know. I'm not saying it's a terrible idea. I just don't know if it's one that the Jags would employ.
Yeah, I'm just asking. kicked it around a little bit last night, so I was just
I
wondering.
can't understand. I don't get the draft value. I mean, sometimes you get a lot more than you think, and sometimes you get a guy for a sixth rounder. I don't know how they determine it. I really don't. I see Jack Del Rio is joining ESPN. Will he be good at that?
Yeah, Jack.
Think he'll be good at that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jack's a great BSer.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that he'll be. I think that'll be pretty natural for him. Tiger Woods is not the story, but his health is. He played pain-free golf yesterday, so
Good.
now his scorecard would not indicate he played pain-free golf because on a day where everyone was lighting that thing up like a putt-putt golf course, Tiger was like even par, wasn't he?
There was.
I think it was 1 under.
1 under.
There was I don't know how to put this, but this would have what happened last night could have shook up the sports world big time. And if you saw the video, you realize that we had a little bit of a miracle happen here.
The Earnhardt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you see the plane?
I commented. I couldn't believe it. When I saw it. I thought, okay, embellishment. They had a rough landing.
Yeah.
And then there's a plane engulfed in flames and smoke.
If you missed it, Dale
This is what
Earnhardt
they're
Jr.,
Yeah.
his wife, and his
Their daughter.
baby,
Yeah.
and 2 pilots.
Didn't he marry a girl from like Orange Park or something?
No. We're flying. He's taking the week, or he's not. He's taking this weekend off. But they.
I also learned apparently when you say they're taking this weekend off for broadcasting, but NASCAR's broadcasting their races. Hick, did you know that?
They were in a plane crash landing near Bristol.
Tennessee. Yeah.
His daughter's just 15 months old. No serious injuries. Unbelievable. And again, if you saw the plane, I mean, the smoke is billowing from it. Fire. Not good.
Yeah, it's a.
And they weren't in God's book last night for sure because they walked away. That's 26 years after Alan Kulwicki died in a plane crash while on his way to the spring race at Bristol.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that it was. I'm not positive on this one, and that may have been Talladega. But when Davey Allison in the
That was Talladega.
helicopter, that was
Yes.
Talladega.
Also, don't forget Hendrick's racing team, where Rick Hendrick's son and a few others lost their lives. His Hendrick's brother, his son, and his twin nieces. 10 people were killed in a 2004 plane crash traveling to a race in Virginia. So anyway, thank God he's okay because Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Oh my God, they would be in mourning, and
yeah.
it would, and
It would be heartbreaking. I mean,
sure it would, especially considering his
Right.
dad was probably about the age that Dale Jr. is now.
maybe a little. I think he's about 5-6 years older.
Yeah,
if
but
I'm
I
not
mean,
mistaken.
close.
Yeah, yeah,
We're getting to the, we're getting to the.
yeah.
But no, that's one that was serious. This guy isn't like a heartwarming, lovingly player, so I don't think anyone's feeling sorry today. But my gosh, what a rough year and a half, 2 years it's been for DeMarcus Cousins.
By the way, Junior is 44.
Yeah.
Senior died at 49.
Yeah, 5 years. Boogie tore his ACL.
Boogie, people
He
forget
did his Achilles.
a couple of years.
right?
Yeah, but a couple of years ago, Boogie was like 28 and 14, one of the best players in the league on the
Yeah.
Dream Team.
I don't think he'll be the same after this.
No, he
Yeah.
was. He didn't look the same last year with
No.
Golden State. They did have some moments in the playoffs, but more than anything, it's the curse of LeBron. I mean,
Oh,
it goes to LeBron.
It's LeBron's fault.
Yeah, it's curse of LeBron. Listen, the Lakers' chances of winning decreased with no Boogie Cousins.
Oh, yeah.
He was a very under-the-radar
Yes.
big addition
Very
that
big.
no one was really talking about.
Yeah, that's
So now you're down to,
you feel for that young man. I mean, golly.
yeah.
To come back from an Achilles is tough. At
I'm
that
pretty
level.
sure he had ACL. But what beef? He came back from he did the Achilles with Anthony Davis, right, in New
Yeah,
Orleans.
he did the Achilles in
Then
New
he
Orleans.
came back and he got hurt. Was it like what was his injury last year? Because he missed
Well, he was coming back.
Yeah,
from
he
it.
came back and he got hurt again. He was missed.
Oh, that was a quad, I think.
quad. Yeah, that's what it was. Quad.
Yeah.
He missed most of the playoffs.
Yeah. But he worked his way back, and
now
Yeah.
the ACL, and
yeah,
so
he won't play next year.
correct.
Yeah, he tore a quad with the Warriors.
Yeah.
Right.
So he really hasn't played much basketball at all now in a couple of years, and when he got hurt, people forget.
Do we know if it's the left or right ACL?
I don't know.
No.
Because it was the left quad and the left Achilles.
Well,
I'm guessing the left.
yeah.
Because that, it seems like those somehow intertwine. But people do not realize how well DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis were playing together for
Yes.
that brief half of a season before he got hurt. They were
Yeah.
probably going to go to the playoffs even. They may have.
That's a good point.
Without him.
Yeah,
So-
that was tough. Bryce Harper hit a walk-off grand slam last night. What a great moment for it.
As likable as I've ever seen him in his post game.
Sprinting around the bases, too, which
And then,
is very
did
cool.
you see his post game at all?
No.
I mean, just as humble and excited, and it's just like I said. I'm not a big. I don't hate Bryce Harper. I just hate that they paid him as much as they did. I hate being. He's overpaid. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, well, and
You can never justify being there. If you're getting paid the most, then you need to be the best player, and he's
very
not.
quietly,
He's having a decent year.
25, 87. He'll
Yeah.
finish 30 and 100.
Yeah, but that's so will Josh Donaldson.
Yeah, I
and you
know.
got him for nothing. That's the problem is he'll never be worth that money because he's not ever going to be the best player in baseball.
No.
He's a good player and he's a good offensive player, but
Just 26.
yeah,
Amazing.
Yeah, it is. Well, they're coming young, boy, and that's all this youth baseball that is plays at such a high level all across the country.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kids are ready, man. They're getting better coaching than ever before.
Yeah.
So
Good stuff.
all right, that's the 10-minute drill. We got a lot more to get into today as we break down the state of the Jaguars. I almost desirous for the old days where we could cut about 20 guys this week.
Yeah.
Instead of keep them around. I mean, camp is over. When we come back, maybe talk about any differences there are with camp officially being over now
Sure.
as we move forward. So,
Beef, I didn't ask you for the prize pack.
I know you did not.
I'm sorry. Tell everybody
It's
what they can
okay.
win right now.
Give me a number.
You tell them what they're going to win first.
They're going to win lunch or dinner for two from our friends at Chick-fil-A and
Oh.
some free airport parking from USAPark.net. Satisfied customers right here.
So good that if you've hit the hotline right now at 641-1010 and you can slide in at number 1,
Woo!
you're taking that baby home.
Bang.
And that just happened.